Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram, welcoming you to your daily edition of the Cricket Happenings show. Well, here I am out here with the Indian Premier League 2014 cricket update. We have the match which is going on currently, which is between the Kings 11 Punjab, which is taking on the Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super Kings were the ones who won the toss, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni put the Kings 11 Punjab on to bat. Well, he had a very good innings which was played by Virendra Sehwag, the opener, even though Mandeep Singh was dismissed early. Right now, as far as the update is concerned, we are in the 9th over. The Kings 11 Punjab are currently placed at 60 for 2, but one of those two dangerous players who did a lot of real damage to the opposition bowlers in the United Arab Emirates in the first leg is right now in the center of cricket here as far as this particular match is concerned. Well, when you are talking about that, it is about Glenn Maxwell, the hard hitter, is not out on 6 of 8 balls, and David Miller is not out on 16 of 15 balls with 3-4s looking good. So that is the situation. I'll come back to that later, but first what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about the match which happened between Kolkata Knight Riders. This was the first match which was played today in the morning between the Kolkata Knight Riders and the Delhi Daredevils. It was played at the Firozshah Kotla ground here in Delhi. The toss was won by the Delhi Daredevils, and Delhi Daredevils decided to bat first. Well, Delhi Daredevils didn't have it. They didn't have a good start. They first lost Quinton de Kock to the bowling of Umesh Yadav for 10 of 9 balls with 2-4s. And Kevin Peterson once again continuing his very poor form. He was a goner. He was run out for 6 of just 12 deliveries with 1-4, which made the score 26 for 2. After that, Murli Vijay, after contributing 24 of 20 balls with 2 4s and 1 6, departed when he was a victim of the bowling of Callis for 24. So that made the score 61 for 4. And Dinesh Karthik, who definitely came into some good form the other day, but today definitely he looked good. He was striking the ball well. He was playing some very, very good strokes. But well, Shakib Al Hasan was the man who took his wicket as Karthik, trying to pull a delivery from Shakib Al Hasan, pulled it in the hands of Callis, and Dinesh Karthik was walking back to the pavilion after making 36 of 22 balls with 4 4s and 1 6. And then they also lost the wicket of Lakshmi Ratan Shukla, who didn't know anything about a delivery which Sunil Narine was bowling, as he surrendered his wicket. He was clean bowled by Sunil Narine for 10 of 14 balls with 1-4, and then it was a very, very tricky situation for Delhi Daredevils as they were struggling on 105 for 5 in the 16th over. And thanks to the last 4.1 overs, where JP Duminy, as you know, he has been the form man for the Delhi Daredevils. He has been a main person who has been scoring all the runs. He was joined by Kedar Jadhav, who did some real hitting yesterday or day before in that particular match. Today once again came to the party, and both of them really racked up some runs in those last 4 overs. In fact, it was 4.1 overs which was left. So essentially 25 balls were left, and the amount of the 55 runs were scored, with JP Duminy clattering 3 sixes in an unbeaten knock of 40 of just 28 deliveries, and Kedar Jadhav going aerial once and hitting 3 boundaries, addition to that, contributing an unbeaten 26 of 15 balls. That took the Delhi Daredevils score to 160 for 5 of their 20 overs. So definitely they did well to finish off on a score of 160. Now let's have a look at the bowling figures as far as the Kolkata Knight Riders go. Surya Kumar Yadav bowled 1 over for 8 runs. Callis 4 overs 1 for 38. Umesh Yadav, for a change, looked good today, only giving away 26 runs and having a wicket to his name. Shakib Al Hasan was excellent. He bowled 4 overs for just 13 runs, also picking up a wicket. Sunil Narine today was really carved. In fact, in those the last 4 overs, in fact, Sunil Narine bowled the last over, but in addition to that, Sunil Narine was definitely picked up by the Delhi Daredevils batsman, and he leaked 38 runs with 1 wicket to his name. Meanwhile, I'm just going to see whether anything is happening here in the match between Kings 11 Punjab and Chennai Super Kings. Yes, Maxwell has hit a boundary through the mid-wicket region of the bowling of Dwayne Smith. I'll come back to that later. As continuing the story here, as far as the Delhi Daredevils and Kolkata Knight Riders were concerned, Sunil Narine, as I said, was really carved for runs today. His 4 overs costing him 38 runs with 1 wicket to his name. Vinay Kumar was very, very costly. His 3 overs leaking 31 runs. As far as the Kolkata Knight Riders were concerned, well, as has happened of late, one has seen that the Kolkata Knight Riders openers are such a settled opening pair, especially considering the fact that Gautam Gambhir, the captain, has hit some form right now. I mean, he is already into form. Robin Uthappa is showing some good consistency, and Kolkata Knight Riders the other day, they faltered against the Rajasthan Royals by having a very good opening start and then faltered towards the end where they lost the match in a very, very bizarre fashion, with Praveen Tambe taking a hat-trick. But today, the Kolkata Knight Riders openers once again doing that, but doing it very well in the sense they definitely put up a century partnership, adding 106 runs for the first wicket in 12 overs, in 11.5 overs to be precise, with Gautam Gambhir playing some handsome strokes. He was targeting the extra cover region. Robin Uthappa, well, as you know, he has been he's showing some consistency in this Indian Premier League 2014, which is bringing some real fresh air as far as the Kolkata Knight Riders innings were concerned. Robin Uthappa played some beautiful strokes and he contributed a very neat 47 of 34 balls with 5 fours and 1 6. And Gautam Gambhir, the captain, contributing 69 of 56 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes, and both of them putting on a partnership of 106 runs for the first wicket. Before the first wicket to go, when the breakthrough was given, as I said, the team Delhi Daredevils had to really wait for breaking this opening partnership, and it all came in the 12th over, and the first wicket fell for the Kolkata Knight Riders, with Robin Uthappa, the man, being dismissed. LBW bowled Parnell for 47 of 34 deliveries, 5 fours and 1 6. After that, Manish Pandey came in and joined Gautam Gambhir, but once Manish Pandey and Gautam Gambhir, once again, there were some strokes were flowing from the bat of Gautam Gambhir. Manish Pandey was also looking good, and that was the time Parnell once again struck. But by the time, I thought the Kolkata Knight Riders had ensured that they were going to win the match, because Gautam Gambhir's contribution was 69 runs of 56 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes. And Manish Pandey, in the end, piloting the Kolkata Knight Riders team to a victory with a very cool head there. Manish Pandey contributing an unbeaten 23 of 14 balls with 2 fours. Jack Scalise contributing 10 of 6 balls with 1 4. And Kolkata Knight Riders in the end having an easy victory, and definitely learning the lessons that the lessons that they learned when they lost to Rajasthan Royals today was not repeated. In the sense, they definitely learned from their experiences, and today put up a much better show, and a very confident show at that, by winning the match by a very convincing margin of 8 wickets. So let's have a look at the bowling card as far as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned. Meanwhile, I see that Kings 11 Punjab, there is some big hitting going on. Glenn Maxwell has hit his first 6. This was a ball Ravichandran Ashwin had bowled slower, a slower ball, which was really flighted well by Ravichandran Ashwin, but it was Maxwell hitting that ball for a 6. He yanked it over the long off region for a 6, and Maxwell has moved on to 18. That was the first 6 which was crashed by Maxwell, and Kings 11 Punjab are 76 for 2 in the 11th over. So just talking about this game, just coming to an end of this Kolkata Knight Riders game here, looking at the bowling card as far as the Kolkata Knight Riders, the Delhi Daredevils bowling were concerned. Mohammad Shami bowled 4 overs for 23 runs. Parnell, the wicket taker, 2 for 21. Lakshmiratan Shukla, 2 overs, was costly for 19 runs. Siddharth Kaul bowling 3 overs for 29, 2 overs for 24 for JP Dumini. Shahbaz Nadeem was costly, 3.2 overs, no made and none for 34. And the victorious captain of the Kolkata Knight Riders team, Gautam Gambhir, the opener, taking the Man of the Match award. Now, I will also have a brief look at, and meanwhile I see the Kings 11 Punjab are firing here. Maxwell has once again, this time what a shot that was. Now, Maxwell has showed that in the past too, that what he can do. He has shown some real innovation in the Indian Premier League 2014, and that is one of those innovations coming in. you name it. I mean, you have seen a lot of innovations. And Maxwell comes in with a reverse sweep this time, and what a shot that was! It sails over the square leg boundary for a beautiful six of the bowling of Ashwin. So two sixes, two consecutive balls of the bowling of Ashwin by Glenn Maxwell here. So it's really lighting up. The Kings of Punjab innings are definitely lighting up with some big hitting going on from the bat of Glenn Maxwell. As we are waiting, as I said, this was the live cricket update which was coming in. So just talking about one game that was played, but I don't have much time to dwell on that right now. That was Mumbai Indians who actually kept up their winning spirit. As I said, I mean, the luck has definitely turned in for the Mumbai Indians when they won the match yesterday. As you know, I'm just trying to see what was that outcome. That Mumbai Indians were the team which actually won the match yesterday. As you know, there was a lot of things which were going on with Pollard and Stark. As you know, that was the match which was played between Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore, and what a match that was. Now, so just talking about that particular match in a very brief manner, not really going into those nitty-gritties of it. Mumbai Indians put up a good score on the board, and Royal Challengers Bangalore, well, they looked like the first three players definitely played well, including the openers, Parthiv Patel, Chris Gale, Virat Kohli. But barring that, there was real tension in the camp as wickets started falling pretty regularly. And there was also an altercation which happened between Kieron Pollard and Mitchell Stark, and finally both of them were fined. That was the news which came in today. And Mumbai Indians, one thing that I would like to say here, dear fans and subscribers, in the meanwhile, I see Kings of Punjab are really firing on all cylinders here, because this time it's the turn of Miller to go and clatter Dwayne Smith. He went down the wicket and lost it over the long on region for a six. What a shot that was. So David Miller hitting the first six of this particular Kings of Punjab innings. So Glenn Maxwell and Miller both looking dangerous right now, and Punjab are now really, I would say, marching along in a very serene manner. 94 for 2. We are in the 12th over. I'll come back to that. I will keep talking on that. And yesterday, as I said, Mumbai Indians finally, I think the luck has really returned to them in the Indian Premier League. The first leg in the United Arab Emirates, they were really struggling. Not a single win under their belt, and here they are, Mumbai Indians. The two matches that they have played, they have notched up victories, and what a feeling that will be for the Mumbai Indians. So Mumbai Indians, the reigning champions, are showing they are making a great comeback here in the Indian Premier League 2014. So that's some great news which is coming in. And as I said yesterday, there was real panic in the Royal Challengers Bangalore camp. They started losing wickets pretty regularly, and that is what brought their downfall. And Royal Challengers Bangalore I thought their consistency is slowly lacking here. But as I said, I'm not going into those details of the match that happened yesterday. But one thing I would like to say, for Mumbai Indians, the luck is definitely coming back to them. The rub of the green is coming back to the Mumbai Indians. And so Mumbai Indians, as I said, they are reigning champions. And one was wondering what was happening to the Mumbai Indians. But the Mumbai Indians, I thought they are firing at the right time. In the meanwhile, we are in the 12th over, and the Kings of Punjab, as I said, are doing well. Though just before I go there, as I said, I just want to talk to you about what happened. Chennai Super Kings were the ones who actually won the toss and put in the Kings of Punjab. So far, what happened was Virendra Sehwag, they lost Mandeep Singh a bit early in the piece when he was caught by Pandey of the bowling of Sharma for 3. That was the first wicket to go. But Virendra Sehwag really showed some great stroke making. In fact, he sounded the boards right away on the first ball of the innings, which was bowled by Ben Hilfenos, when he actually drove him for a boundary. And after that, there was no stopping Virendra Sehwag. Even though he departed after making just 30 runs of 23 balls with 5 fours and 1 6, he was pretty impressive in his knock. He also hit 1 6 of the bowling of Dwayne Smith. Mandeep Singh is gone, so Virendra Sehwag was finally gone, bowled by Ben Hilfenos for 30 of 23 balls with 5 fours and 1 6. And as I said, after those 2 wickets fell for 38 runs in the 6th over, the Chennai Super Kings have really struggling here to control the might of Glenn Maxwell's bat, who is not out on 26 of 15 balls with 1 4 and 2 sixes, and David Miller is not out on 29 of 24 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, and currently we are in the 12th over, and just one more ball to go in the 12th over, with the score for the Kings 11 Punjab at 95 for 2 in the 12th over. Ben Ilfanhorst, 3 overs has cost him 19 runs with 1 wicket. Ishwar Pandey, the left-armer, 2 overs none for 17 for him. Mohit Sharma has been economical, 2 overs 5 runs on 1 wicket. Dwayne Smith is currently in charge of bowling operations, 2.4 overs no made and none for 25 for him. Jadeja bowled 1 over for 9 runs. Ashwin, the first over that he bowled, he was getting a real battering from the bat of Glenn Maxwell, hit him for 2 sixes. He has leaked 17 runs of that first over. So I'm just going to see what is the current situation as far as the Kings 11 Punjab is concerned. Probably they have reached the 100, and once they reach the 100, I'll be leaving you, dear fans and subscribers, with this cricket report. So let's have a look as to what is happening between Kings 11 Punjab and Chennai Super Kings. And well, I do see that the Kings 11 Punjab have, they have in fact, there has been in fact, Ashwin has been clattered. I would like to talk about this. Now, Ashwin is currently bowling. As I said, the score was, they reached 100 for 2 in 12th over. In the 13th over, my word, Ashwin, who actually gave 17 runs, his figures are being damaged right now, as Miller first got the first delivery, which was bowled in the 13th over. It was on the off stump. He launched it into the upper territory for a 6. That was the first 6 which was hit. And then David Miller once again going aerial, as this time he put Ashwin, who was bowling, has been put over deep mid-wicket for a boundary, and the third delivery was reverse swept by Miller for 4. Miller is definitely hurting Ashwin right now. And the fourth delivery that was bowled by Ravichandran Ashwin, there was a semblance of respectability as he pushed it back to the bowler. But when I see here Maxwell comes on to strike here, I think it's Miller. There is some confusion because in my opinion it should be Miller, but I do see they are putting it as Maxwell. But there is something happening in this over. I'm going to leak out the news to you before I leave the Cricket Happening show here, as Maxwell once again has pummeled Ashwin into the upper territory once again. This time it has been slog swept over the deep mid-wicket boundary for a 6. What a shot that was. As I said, Kings 11 Punjab are roaring mightily here, and Ashwin, let me tell you, can you believe this? 2 overs, 1.5 overs, he has leaked 38 runs. My word, I think this would be Ravichandran Ashwin's worst analysis as far as IPL is concerned, because such is the pummeling that Glenn Maxwell and David Miller has given. And what a shot from Maxwell. I mean, look at the way things are. 21 runs coming off this over from Ravichandran Ashwin, and Chennai Super Kings, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, will have headaches here, because Ravichandran Ashwin's 2 overs has gone for 38 runs. And right now, dear fans and subscribers, I'm leaving the Cricket Happening show. Very unfortunately, due to a lot of other work pending for me, I wouldn't be able to go ahead. I have to end my Cricket Happening show here. The current situation is Glenn Maxwell has carted. In fact, there has been a correction coming in that it was not David Miller, but it was Glenn Maxwell who was doing all the hitting. 21 runs taken off an Ashwin over. Glenn Maxwell is sitting on a princely 52 of just 23 deliveries, 4 fours and 4 sixes. He is looking mightily confident here. Well, dear fans and subscribers, unfortunately, I'm really grieved to leave this Cricket Happening show, but I would have loved to actually continue this cricket commentary, but unfortunately, as you know, I have other commitments too. So, dear fans and subscribers, on a very, very sad note, just because I am not, and in the meanwhile, while I am talking, Ishwar Pandey has been hit for a 6 by Maxwell. This is going really big here at the Firozshah Kotla here. Sorry, it is happening at the Cuttack. It is happening at the Barabati Stadium here in Cuttack here, as Kings 11 Punjab, as I said, they are roaring absolutely. The Kings 11 Punjab 128 for 2, with Maxwell hitting Ishwar Pandey over long on for a 6. What a shot that was. My word, it's absolutely splendid. Glenn Maxwell has raised to 59 now. of just 25 deliveries with 4 fours and 5 sixes. David Miller is not out on 29 of 24 balls with 3 fours and 1 sixes, and there is some real bleeding of runs going on as Kings 11 Punjab are pummeling the Chennai Super Kings bowlers. Well, dear fans and subscribers, with a great deal of regret, I am leaving this Cricket Happening show. I only wish that I could be the cricket commentator on YouTube in the future. Thank you very much for your time and also for your company to the Cricket Happening show. Your host Ram will be seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.